Straight Talk. Straight Talk with Samir Kochhar.
Hello and welcome to another episode of Stray Talk, where we talk about, you guessed it right, strays. And we're going to get to know our furry friends better. My guests on the show tonight are Niharika Sekri from Perfect Life, Pooja Advani from It's a Doggy Dog World, and Nandini Panikkar from Nandanvan. Thank you for joining me.
So Niharika, I've always had dogs around me while I was growing up. I was small though, and I realized how much of a commitment it was for my parents to bring a dog into my life.
Well, the major problem that we are really facing right now is people abandoning their dogs. Because people do not realize that it's such a huge commitment bringing in a pet at home. And there are so many things that they need to research or educate themselves about, like understanding that whether a particular breed is going to suit their family environment or their financial needs or their emotional needs, and people fail to do that. So I hope people will understand that it's a long-term commitment and should not be bought in impulse.
Yeah, it's another life that's coming into your house, but if you're going to abandon a living being, I don't judge people usually, but that's something you can be judged on. Pooja, let's break this down. Pedigrees. Why do we need to own pure breed dogs? What's the obsession? What's the stigma?
Status. A lot of people bring in dogs or any kind of pets because it's for show. And they boast about how much they paid for it. And then we have the fact that we have social media, which plays a huge influence. A Saint Bernard puppy, as a puppy, looks like a very cute fluff toy. He will grow up to be a 60, 70 kilo dog. You know, I come down to the fact that availability to disposability, right? It's become extremely easy. Until and unless we can actually have people's health accountable for this.
How do we do that?
We need to have stricter laws. We need to have breeding laws, licensing. Now, you can go loggerheads with it, right? But our system is such that they're going to get scot-free very soon.
This is not a car. This is not a coat. This is not a jacket. This is a life we're talking about.
You know, I think these people will treasure their coats far better.
That is a sad state of affairs.
That's a sad state.
आप मुझे बताएं, ये क्या हुआ है ब्रीड्स का? क्यों लोग इतने परेशान हो जाते हैं और इतने क्रूअल क्यों रहते हैं स्ट्रेस को देखते हुए?
स्ट्रेस को देखने का मतलब ये है कि वो कोई मतलब रस्से का कुत्ता है, ऐसे ही लोगों की इमेज होती है।
मैं आपसे ये पूछना चाहूंगा कि एक बेसिक बिहेवियर जो होता है एक इंडी डॉग में और एक प्योर ब्रीड डॉग में, इसमें कोई अंतर है या ये एक जैसे होते हैं? ये लोगों में बड़ा मिथ है।
ऐसा गलत है ये, क्योंकि अगर देखने जाएगी ना तो इंडियन डॉग जो है वो भी उतना ही होशियार है जितना कि ब्रीड डॉग है। जी। मैं तो कहती हूँ कि अगर इंडियन डॉग को अगर सही ट्रेनिंग मिल जाएगी ना तो उसके जैसा कोई डॉग है ही नहीं।
जी। How do we make the lives of our strays better? The indies under our buildings, those beautiful cats outside on the road, they just want a pat on the back or just like, to be loved. How do we make the lives better?
The thing here with strays, they have it the hardest. We have societies, we have parks, clubs trying to ban them, trying to relocate them, which is actually punishable by law.
Oh, there is a law for this.
The Prevention of Cruelty to Animals Act 1960 makes any form of cruelty, be it abandonment, be it abuse, be it having people beat up dogs that come into your society, it is an offense. No society can ban you from feeding a stray. Our feeders are getting assaulted. And every animal, be it a dog, cat, bird, cow, they have equal rights.
Absolutely.
We are not the sole owners of the earth. And the fact of it is that we don't know how to coexist. We need to sensitize peace people that coexistence is important.
और तो देखने जाएंगे तो ब्रीडिंग की जो मतलब हिफाजत करते हैं, वॉचमैन जैसे रहता है तो वॉचमैन रहता है तो कोई अननोन पर्सन आ जाता है तो डॉग बार्क करता है कि हाँ भाई ये कोई बाहर से नया आदमी आया है। मैं तो कहती हूँ कि अगर ब्रीडिंग में डॉग है तो उसकी मतलब मल्टीप्लिकेशन ना बढ़ते, अगर जैसे सोसाइटी का मेंटेनेंस है उस तरीके से अगर उनका स्टरलाइजेशन कर लेना है या वैक्सीनेशन करवा लेना है, वो अगर करके लेते हैं ना तो ब्रीडिंग में भी एक आध दो डॉग ही रह सकते हैं।
जी। How do you find home for your strays?
For me, it's a lifetime fit. I go through that entire process of families coming and spending time with our pets, them bonding, accepting the differences that they have. And sometimes it's really wonderful to see some pets take like forever to adjust. Bringing home a pet is anywhere between a 15 to 17 year commitment. until and unless you can actually make that commitment to another life, don't bother getting a pet. Because the cruelty that you are actually going to do by abandoning is far more.
So Niharika, as people might want to be nice to each other, but gifting a life to someone else, that's a no-no.
That's a complete no-no. I understand the affection and the love towards the person that you're gifting the little puppy or the little pet to. However, they need to understand that it's not just the person who's going to receive the gift has to be a dog lover, but the entire family has to be a dog lover. Because again, it's a huge responsibility, you know. They need all the love, affection, just like a child would. So the family, even the staff members who live with them have to be very comfortable with the pet. Don't you agree?
Absolutely. I mean, if somebody gave me a dog and I have 2 children at home right now, as much as I love dogs, I might not be ready for it currently.
Correct.
So don't gift it to me. Let me get it for myself, because it's something that I would want for my whole family. And I would want to be nurturing and looking after it in my best ability.
Exactly. And then, you know, what happens is that the moment the family realizes that, oh, the puppy has started chewing on the furniture, has started teething, and, you know, start nibbling your skin, they get really irritated.
Plus there's poop.
Yes.
Plus there's peeing.
Exactly.
Plus there's taking for walks. Plus there's feeding, the right kind of things to feed. Plus the love and affection. So it's not something that you can gift on to somebody else. It's something that you'd want to do for yourself.
You know, it's better to bring in a trainer or a behaviorist, but people fail to do that and they end up abandoning.
What kind of percentages would we talk about on dogs that are gifted who would get abandoned?
I would go with 70%.
70% of dogs that get gifted are abandoned.
Yes.
On Straight Talk today, I want to tell you all,
Do not gift any dogs or cats to anybody. Adopt, it's always better.
Most of the parents, I'll tell them, you're marrying me because you're taking my pup.
Well, I wish you many more such happy marriages then.
Thank you very much.
Well, that was not just delightful, but an extremely insightful conversation as well. We continue in our endeavors to talk about strays, but we can talk all we want. The truth of the matter is, let's be honest, it's you who we want on our side. So let's do this together and bring these strays home. We will see you next time on Stray Talk with Samir Kochhar. Bye-bye.